Hey, people. Listen, one of the things that bugs me the most about social media is how easy it is for people to get on there and just start spewing information. And they get so emotional about things. And I'm all for getting emotional. Trust me, man, I cry almost every day with certain things that I'm looking at, and I get mad at certain things. However, what bugs me the most is people just grab snippets of information and they think that's all there is to it. So they allow their emotions to get control of them, and then they start screaming, yelling, and casting judgment, only having part of the information. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what happened today at the White House. Of course, we know between Zelensky, Trump, and Vance that all hell broke loose. They didn't come to a deal. And I see people on both sides. I see people praising Zelensky for standing up. He's diplomatic, standing up for his country. And I see people hammering Trump. And then I see it the other way around. I see Trump and Vance getting praised for standing firm and being tough leaders. Let me give you a little bit of a history lesson here, because I think most of you are against the war, and you probably believe what the media has told you only, that suddenly Putin invaded Ukraine. That's it. Started the war, dropping bombs, killing people. That's the extent of your knowledge of actually what was going on there. Let me tell you, it didn't just start a couple of years ago. It's been going on for many, many years, all right? First, years ago, did you know that Ukraine was the third most corrupt country in the world? Yeah. That it was like the number one place on the planet for child trafficking? Yeah. The political leaders there were as corrupt as can be. Even Biden's quid pro quo that he proved some of it with his son and getting the politician fired. But anyway, let's get back to what's going on here with Putin and the war. Yeah, the war is horrible, and Putin can't be trusted. But what Trump was proposing is, hey, you've got some rare earth minerals that we currently buy from China that we need, lithium for the car batteries and things like that. And they've got plenty of that in Ukraine. Most countries have been working up grants and loans for the support that they've given Ukraine. To date, I believe Biden just gave away everything, never got a loan, nothing, no strings attached to it at all. So what Trump did was said, hey, give us a percentage. I believe it was almost 50%. Take 50% of the profits or the proceeds from your mines, put it in an account, okay? They say, we can buy from you. We have it there. We need it. And what it also does is it gives us a reason to defend our interests in Ukraine, okay? We've got a place there that we will have the legal right to defend it. Now let's get back to defending. What Putin said years ago was he got wind that Ukraine was trying to join NATO. He said, oh no. He said, I don't want you joining NATO, because if you join NATO, they are going to have the ability to put nuclear weapons on my border, and I don't want that there. Think about this, U.S. citizens. What do you think would happen if, say, China or Russia or anybody put missiles in Cuba right off our coast, or in Canada? What do you think we would do? Do you think we would let that happen? No, you're darn right we wouldn't. History's already proven we wouldn't do that. So that's basically what Putin said. Again, I'm not supporting Putin whatsoever. It doesn't mean I'm doing that, okay? Putin said, if you're going to do this, if you're going to head in that direction, I will stop you, and I will invade you. They called us bluff. Kept pushing for NATO, so he attacked him. And they knew it was going to happen because he announced it was going to happen. So now, fast forward to today, Zelensky said, I don't want to sign your ceasefire agreement unless I have a guarantee. What guarantee? He said, well, I don't trust Putin because he'll promise something and not follow through. Nobody trusts Putin's, and we know that. But Trump says, we can't give you a promise. We can't promise you that he's not going to renege on his agreement. Do you know what it would take for us to guarantee that we are going to protect him from Putin if he attacks? Putin, who just within the last 6 months has said that he will use nuclear weapons if need be? Do you know what it would take for us to guarantee that? It would take us promising that we are going to go to war with Russia. Yeah. And that's nuclear weapons. And that's why Trump said you are going to start World War III if you don't follow through with this stuff. He wasn't just throwing out World War III because they're words. He was saying, this is what's going to happen. We're going to have to go to war. Now, let me ask you, U.S. citizens, you ready to send your kids over there? All our soldiers to fight Russia? Are you prepared for that? Because it's not going to be just send some money and some tanks and rockets. Guarantee means you are willing to send our soldiers over there to fight Russia. That's why Trump and Vance were so adamant about him first agreeing to do this and then in front of the cameras saying, no, I'm not doing it without a guarantee. That's why he got kicked out. That's the truth. Do some research. It's not just trying to let the war go on because Trump wants some more money. No, it's wrong. Negotiation takes time and democracy. And he even said, he goes, what do you want me to do? Go to Putin? You want me to trash talk him, be really mean, nasty, threaten him, and then go in and ask him for a ceasefire? You don't do that. You don't make him ticked off when you're trying to negotiate. You don't have to like him. Now all of a sudden, of course, they're all saying that he likes Putin. He's got Trump in his pocket. Wrong. The guy's a negotiator. He knows exactly what he's doing. But anyway, let's pray. Pray for Ukraine. The people of Ukraine are really the ones that are hammered. They're the ones that are losing right now because of the leaders of our countries, including Putin. But yeah, World War III, it's staring us in the face, folks. This needs to be handled, and it needs to be handled diplomatically. Trump was going to start with a ceasefire, stop killing people. That was his goals. He said it publicly. Stop killing people. Then they could talk about what we're going to do from here on out. Zelenskyy didn't want that. Wanted it all. Do research, though. All right? But that's my story. I'm not supporting anybody when it comes to this crap. I hate war. You'd think we'd be more sophisticated by now to solve our conflicts without killing people. And what bugs me the most is we have all these politicians and behind the scenes people that send our young men and women over there to die for us. And they have no say in why. All right? God bless. Keep praying. Let's get this thing resolved quick.